next guest, a very talented actress you know from movies such as Iron Man and Talladega Nights, as well as shows like Palm Royale. She stars in the third season of The White Lotus, which is streaming on Max. Let's take a look.
And then the whole thing with the husband. Just, there's something weird there, right?
She goes on and on. They're so in love. They're addicted to each other. But I mean, are they ever even in the same city?
I don't think they ever see each other.
See? That's what I'm saying.
You know, I think she's lonely.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's just a front. And you know what they say about fronts?
What?
The bigger the front, the bigger the back.
Right.
Please welcome to the show, Leslie Bibb, everybody.
My dress is too tight to walk in. Let me zip it up.
Oh my God, you're gonna zip it up? Look at that.
It's like I'm in a sleeping bag.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Thanks
Congratulations. White Lotus was just exceptional. That clip is just a reminder of it was such great dialogue, and then just every person in the cast was just having so much fun. It seems
really
like
did.
delivering it.
Yeah, I also think, you know, you can't really screw up too terribly with Mike White. He knows how to write a scene so well. But it's funny, that was like the first time I've ever seen that scene. So I was like watching it like a cat with a feather.
Yes.
Like, oh, there you are.
I want to ask about this. So I heard a lot of the cast got together to watch the finale together, but you have not watched any of the season.
No, I sat in my room like a mad child or something. Like they were all watching it together. I don't know, it was the finale. It felt very final.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just couldn't bear it. It's been like all a dream and so amazing, but then also some stuff got cut and my ego got involved and I was so mad. I was like, oh, I want that dream sequence back. Where is my dream sequence?
You're telling us there's a dream sequence of yours that we didn't get to see?
Oh my God, there's a dream sequence with me and Carrie and Michelle, and it's got ladyboys and ping pongs, and we're all dressed alike, and we're doing all this
How
crazy
much
stuff.
money can I give to get this? We gotta, so let's start a GoFundMe. We gotta get Mike White. That's such an interesting thing because, of course, you know, anytime you work on something, you know, there are things that gets cut, but it does seem like in this White Lotus world, everything would have value, and you'd want to see it all.
Everything, and you have like all this stuff. You just love it because you don't always, as an actor, get writing like this.
Sure.
And so when it's so good, you get so, not precious with it, but I just hold it so close. And again, it's been such an awesome experience. And getting to, I don't want anything to be left behind. Right? Like, and so I don't know, will I watch it? Maybe, I don't know, but I don't know. It's like a fever dream, but like.
You're now having the dream that was cut.
That's it!
That's how. You know what? We don't get to see it, but you get to see it over and over
and over of here. But it's just great, and everybody there, and like Amy Lou and I have become such good friends.
Amy Lou was here, and she did a reading of mine. She sort of is into astrology.
It was very good. You're a Virgo rising.
Yes, that's what I.
Me too.
Are you really?
Yes. Now, are you very organized and very fastidious?
I'm not really.
Yes, you are.
No, I think my wife right now just rolled her eyes so hard they're going to be somewhere on the floor of the house.
You're not organized? You don't like a little
I'm very organized in the way I write, but I think the rest of my life is shambles.
Well,
yeah, it's somewhere.
There's no way. Look at you.
Thank you. But
You're
you
like
know how TV works, right? Other people dress me.
Yes, I do know how it works.
Right, like,
I just
like
sat there for
someone
2
did
hours.
my hair and my makeup and put my shoes on. So
I know,
like,
but you seem very
thank
together.
you very much. Well, it's all a facade. And you know what they say? The bigger the lie in the front.
The bigger it is in the back.
What do you think happened to Kate, your character, in the way? What do you think happened when she got back to Austin? Have you thought? I I know you put a lot of thought when you're an actor into like maybe their backstory, but do you ever think ahead and like into the future of what happened?
Yeah, I do. I feel like she got off that plane and she was like, I had the best trip. Nobody died. She didn't tell any. No, she would never tell.
She just suppressed that part of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Like, talk about a dream. She was like, she had the best. She had the trip of her life.
I'm so happy to hear that for
yes,
Kate. Yeah.
Kate is living her best life.
I just love
in
that she's
Austin.
suppressing everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
She's telling her husband it was so great. She went to a great club. She danced like it was like Studio 54. She had rhythm.
I have to ask about, there was a fantastic scene where you, the three of you, Michelle and Carrie, and you had a scene where you're going to a festival and you're surrounded.
Songkran, I think it's called Songkran.
Yeah, Songkran, and you're getting shot with water guns.
Yeah.
And it is a very funny scene because it sort of starts with, you know, it's the excitement of going somewhere, and then you're just sort of overwhelmed with people shooting water guns at you. Was that like, I don't know, arduous to shoot?
Well, yes and no. I mean, so when we were there, it actually happened in real time, and everyone's like, let's go. And I was like, no, I want to experience. I was like Daniel Day-Lewising it. I was like, I'm going to experience it for real between action and cut. And then we got there, and it was like 300 extras, all with water guns. And it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then I looked over and our crew members had it. And I was like, they were just shooting us. And I was like, this is a nightmare. And then suddenly I feel like I became like my character. I was like, where's this water coming? And because it's not the cleanest water in Thailand. And you know,
I'm sure they tell you over the course of your time there, like, you don't drink from water guns.
Yeah, don't drink from water guns. Don't wear. I would be like, where is that bottled? Is that good? They were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, we're all getting diarrhea. We're all getting diarrhea. This is all going nowhere. But it was so fun though. It was like, I mean, just to see the entire crew. I mean, I think it was Carrie's last day.
Oh, wow.
And so it felt very celebratory, and everyone was so mischievous. And then we finished all the beach stuff, and then we went to Bangkok, and like Sammy showed up in Bangkok.
So Sam Rockwell is your partner in real life, and he shows up and has one of the craziest scenes.
I have seen that.
I was going to force it. We were going to show it to you now if you hadn't watched it. But I mean, it's so wild. And it also just feels like you're watching, you know, a masterclass on acting.
A masterclass.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
If he doesn't get an Emmy nomination, I'm going to punch somebody in the face.
I'll come with you.
Right?
I'll come with you. I got your back on that. It's unreal.
I said, Sammy, I went to see him in Chile. He was there working. And I said, show me the scene. And so I helped him get off book on that scene because we were running lines. And so he was like, baby, do you want to watch? And I was like, I want to watch this scene. I don't want to see anything else. Just show me this scene. And I watched it, and I was so proud of him because that scene was, when I read it, I was like, this is the whole season. Yeah. It's like Mike White, the best.
And I will say, you know, you were saying, like, it's hard to get Mike White dialogue wrong. But there were a million ways to play that scene, and I really do believe Sam picked the best possible way to play it.
The best possible way. Like, and just threw it. It was such grace. It was so beautiful. But when I watched it, I said, hey, somebody told me there's a scene where you do a karate roll.
He does later do a karate roll.
And I said, let me see that. And so he was like, baby, come on, no. And I was like, let me see it. And then I saw it, and he did this karate roll and jumped on a...
Yeah, in his underpants, yeah.
In his underoos, and he jumps on a thing, and then he's looking at Walt, and he goes, wow! He does this crazy sound, and I went, did you just do James Brown? And he goes, yeah, I can't stop myself. And it was and all I could think was like, that's why he's so great, is that he's so relaxed.
Yeah.
Like, Amy Lou and I we were in Bangkok, and I was like, he came home, and he was like, oh yeah, I did a take where I was like handing Walton like pictures off the wall. I was like, during that scene, he was like, yeah, I was just giving him offerings off the wall. And I was like, you're so relaxed. And Amy and I were sitting there, and we're like, God, we're so uptight.
I know.
Oh, we did. And he comes here, and he's like, jumping like that. And I was like...
It is when you're around actors that are just like, so, with no fear. It is, I'm the same way as you. I'm like, oh, son of a gun. I don't...
Like, why? like. I want to be that way.
So jealous of it. It's great to watch. At least we get to watch it.
I know.
I'm also very excited. You just finished shooting another incredible ensemble show, Palm Royale, with my friend Kristen Wiig, Carol Burnett. It's an incredible.
And Allison Janney and Laura Dern.
It's amazing. So I'm so excited we get to see another season of that. I love that first season as well. Thanks so much for being here, Leslie. You are just a joy to talk to. Guys, this is Leslie Bibb. White Lotus is streaming on Max. We'll be right back.